Answer, otherwise we circulate.
Yes. I can. Medicine, drugs. Yes. This is a fact. In fact, approximately for the period 2018 to date, the ministry owes an amount of 197 million rupees to various hospitals that provide overseas treatment for patients who cannot be treated. An additional 9.1 million is also outstanding to Mauritius.
One last question on this page. The Honorable Leader of Opposition has not posed an answer on this page. So we'll have an
page 257.
Non, mais c'est ma
Item 22.130 studies and surveys. Part D, I see that there will be consultancy on solar PV panels for hospitals. Is it for all the hospitals or we have specific hospitals? If yes, can we get the name of those hospitals?
You have an answer?
Yeah. So that concerns the digital health strategy. As of 2025, new separate financial allocations have been made for a standalone digital health strategy. Instead, with the implementation of e-health software, priority was given to development of digital health blueprint. Standards and guidelines will serve as a foundation framework for Mauritius' digital health transformation. And as of 2025, new financial allocation and commitment have been made towards the development of digital health law. This is due to the ongoing finalization of digital health architecture and blueprint, which will serve as a foundation for establishing the necessary regulatory framework for comprehensive
To page 258. 258, yes.
the Minister. 31132, decimal 118, digitalization of hospital services, of which e-health. Can we know the e-health project? By when? First of all, how far has the project come by in terms of completion? Doesn't matter if there was a PQ or 10 PQs. It's my right to ask. Yes, but it's my right to ask.
Let the member put his question. We'll go faster than the...
Yes. May I ask the Honourable Minister if he can have, I can have his attention, the Honourable Minister, the digital health project, when can we expect it to be fully operational and how far has it reached now in terms of percentage?
Now, the digital health program, for the last 10 years, it was in a dormant state. And now we have taken over, I have assured the House already that, let us say within a few months, it will be operational, at least in one of the hospitals. Okay. We are going very fast, and they were hastening very slowly. That makes the
page 259. 258. Okay.
On the same issue of e-health, you're saying that it will be operational in one hospital, but we're talking about digitalization of patients' records here. Yes. So can the Honourable Minister tell us, first of all, how many patients' records have to be digitalized, and by when can this be?
The decision has been taken, when you speak of e-health, the decision has been taken to take all the health institutions under one banner. But we have to start
You start by one hospital.
And the work is starting from the new flag hospital.
Page 259. 259.
Just with regard to the same item, may I know from the Honourable Minister whether the existing e-health system in Rodrigues will be connected to the one here in Mauritius? Very important
The
for
answer
transfer
is
of
in the
patients.
positive, yes.
259, no, 260. So the question is that the sum of 1,340,200,000 rupees for program code 0801 Policy and Strategy for Health Sector, is that part of the schedule? Those say ayes, say no, the ayes have it. Now we go to page 261. The question is that the sum of 2,159,600,000 rupees for program code 0802, Community and Preventive Healthcare, is that part of the schedule? Those in favor, say aye. Question?
Page 262.
262, yes?
Yes, item number 22070 and 22090, cleaning services and security. The amount has increased a lot for the next financial year. Can we have an indication why?
And the service providers.
Yeah, and the service providers also.
Their names.
Minister?
The answer is so long, I have to
Okay, you will circulate.
It
Thank you.
is long. Of course, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Page
Page 263?
Okay, you want to know the name of the service providers. I have here Top Security Services Limited for Health Region as well as for the health institution, Premier Security Solutions Limited for health regions, and Rapid Security Services Limited for health regions.
Honorable Jewel?
Ask the Minister under item 31, 1112, non-residential buildings. Can the Minister provide a list to the House of these projects in terms of details of the projects and when they are expected to be completed? Can you circulate eventually?
Yeah, I can circulate it.
Okay, Honorable
Because
Prayag?
it is very lengthy.
Circulate. Honorable Prayag? Which page?
Thank you, Chair. Page 263, item 31-31112, construction of mediclinics, point decimal 006. Can the Honorable Minister even table afterwards what comprised of the previous budget for the estimates of 2024-25 about the 88 million rupees? Thank you.
Construction, one second.
You will circulate? Upgrading of mediclinics. Construction, sorry, construction.
I'm looking into time.
Construction. Any answer from behind?
Now, as far as the construction of medical clinics are concerned, we have got provisions for the construction of centers in Rosebois, Grand Bay, Camp-des-Masques, and there has been in Rosebois, the contract has been awarded to Garnison Contractor Limited, and at the same time, we have other centers in mind, and the projects will be done in phases. It won't be done at one go.
Page 264. So the question is that the sum of 2,159,600,000 rupees for program code 0802, community and preventive healthcare, is that part of the schedule. Those say aye, those say no. The ayes have it. Now we move to page 265. Program. The question is that the sum of 14,679,500,000 rupees for program code 0803, public health and specialized medical care, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Question, yes? Which page?
Thank you, Chair. 266.
260.
Item 22140. Decimal 001, medicine, drugs and vaccine.
Yes. Question.
Question. Will the Minister specify the outstanding amount owed for COVID-19 vaccines? Thank you.
All yours. Yeah. Following the outbreak of the COVID vaccine.
Just say the amount. Just the
As-
amount. Amount.
Oh, the amount you want. It is approximately 967 million rupees not yet paid. Not yet paid, yet they had put a tax of 2 rupees per liter of petrol supposedly to fund the national
next question.
COVID vaccination campaign.
Next question.
Under the same item, vaccines, may we know how many vaccines for chikungunya has been ordered and administered by the ministry?
The amount of vaccine which has been, for chikungunya, there hasn't been any vaccine, but we have been controlling it, and I'm pleased to announce to the House that as at now, we have got only five active cases, and the rest is under control.
Honorable Lucky Ram.
Under the same item, will the Honourable Minister please state the quantity and total monetary value of expired drugs held by the ministry over the past financial year?
18 million pharmaceutical products which were procured in the previous financial years have expired. 18 million, 18 million, and the items amount to nearly 68 million rupees.
Okay, one last question on this page, one last question to the leader. No, but we're going to the next page.
No, wait, Chair, if I may, please.
No,
Chair,
let's let the opposition put his question probably.
Agreement was made between the whips, the chief whip and myself, that on big items, such as this one, we would go over to it. So I would appeal to you, because we're talking about billions here.
You have 2 minutes, we are already in the fifth.
We are talking, Chair, of 14 billion rupees.
Okay, sit down,
If
sit
we
down.
can have additional
Honorable
time.
Leader, opposition. Yes. Page.
Thank you, Chair. Page 266, item 22070 and 22090 on cleaning services and security. There is a huge amount which has been estimated for next financial year. Can we be provided for reasons there too, and also the name of the service providers?
If you can table the list.
You are talking about cleaning services, huh? Cleaning and security services. You have to bear with me. You are asking me the name.
No. You circulate. You circulate.
I circulate it.
You circulate, yes. Page 267.
Too lengthy.
And the last question on 266, and we move.
Extra assistance, decimal 005. Extra assistance. I presume this is for appointment of doctors and other specialized services. Can the Honourable Minister provide this House with the list of persons appointed under this item for 84 million rupees?
Yeah. I do have the names of those
The list is long.
top specialists, and that too.
Okay,
is
circulate.
lengthy.
Page 267. Page 268. 268? No, 267 only.
Under item 31112, decimal 003, will the Minister be so kind as to circulate the list of the projects being undertaken and the estimated time of completion? That is, details on the projects and estimated time. Could you be able to circulate that? Thank you.
Again, here also the list is so long, I'm going to circulate the list.
268.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Chair. 268, item 31122, over machinery and equipment. May I know from the Honourable Minister whether the sum of 508 million rupees caters for a scanner, a much-needed scanner for rigs?
No, this one, the scanner, as far as scanner of road rig is concerned, that doesn't fall in my estimates. That
It's
is
269.
road rigs.
69, 270, 271, 272, 273, 274. You have a question, yes.
Honourable Minister, there is a reduction of nearly 200 staff, of which we note are medical, health, laboratory, auxiliary, ward assistant, etc. The list is long. May I ask the Honourable Minister, why is it that there is 200 less funded positions, and how is he going to ensure that service is provided?
Well, the problem, we have a problem. In the scarcity area, we haven't been able to get enough of employees, enough of workers. That might be one of the reasons. And that's the only reason.
The question is that a sum of 14,679,500,000 rupees for program code 0803, public health and specialized medical care, is that part of the schedule? Those in favor, aye say, those say no, the ayes have it. Now we move to page 2. The question is, page 25, the question is the sum of 20,700,000 rupees for program code 0804, public health and disease control. Is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Aye. To page 275, no? 276? 276, yes.
Yes, on page 276, item number 22030, rent. There again, there's a considerable increase for the next financial year. May we be provided with additional information regarding that expenditure?
Yeah. I'm going to circulate it very lengthy.
Thank you.
Plenty of small
Page-
buildings you have taken.
276, yes.
22,900,982, Synthetic Drugs Prevention Program. May I ask the Minister, how many persons have been treated under the program, and out of which, how many have been successfully treated?
The number of how many have been able to get out of the program is difficult for us to assess, but I can circulate the entire number, the amount of work which has been done as far as synthetic drugs prevention program is concerned.
Okay. Page 277, page 278. The question is that the sum of 320,700,000 rupees for program code 0804, Public Health and Disease Control, is still part of the schedule. Those say aye. Those say no. The ayes have it. Ministry of Tourism. The question is that sum of 122 million rupees for program code 0901 and strategy for tourism development is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 281. Yes, 281.
I'll refer the Honorable Minister to item 22,900.825, expenses in connection with cultural tourism. This is a new item. Can we be provided with details with regard to those expenses?
Honorable Minister.
Yes. 1 million rupees. Cultural tourism. It's 825.
Yes. What was it again?
Cultural tourism.
Which page?
Page 281.
Yes.
281.
Goods and services cater for the fulfilling payment of 120,000 for uniform allowance provision for payment of cash in lieu uniform, 4 drivers, 9 office auxiliaries, and cultural, 28, new provision of financial year 2025-2026 for expenses of cultural tourism. This is the new item emanating from government program. Audit survey will be carried out on financial year 2025-2026.
Honorable Longchill.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Page 281, item 22120, decimal 008, little c, consultancy services for development for a year, round eye season strategy. May I know from the Minister what is the need? Doesn't the Ministry already have strategies for this? Thank you.
What is the question? You have a reply?
Yes.
Please.
Yes, it's provision made for fees for payment to department by bid committee, bid evaluation committee, fees for training, and fees to consultant.
Okay, Honorable Jewel.
May I ask the Minister, 21,110, decimal
Which page?
Which page?
281,
281. We still with 281.
extra assistance 005.
Extra assistance, what is that?
Yes.
Extra assistance.
C'est pas content qu'on vous pose sa question. Hein?
Extra assistance, on veut redem aussi, good side.
Just, can I ask the Honourable Minister,
Which number is it?
005,
005.
you have the list here. Could you kindly circulate your reply, the name of the advisors, qualification and
If it's long,
remuneration?
circulate.
It's easier to just
Circulate. Page 282. 281. Come on, last question.
Item 26,210, decimal 184,
Hicham.
page 281. Item 26,210, decimal 184, Vanilla Island Lands Organization. Now I know whether colleagues form part of this organization.
Yes, of course.
Yes. 282? 282, yes.
I'll refer the Honourable Minister to item 31113.
113.
Dot 450. Can we
Improvement of sites.
Improvement of sites.
Improvement of
Can
sites.
we be provided with more information regarding that
450.
specific items?
3,
Item?
113. Soit rentrer. Monsieur, votre plan, non?
Yes. Yes. It's new provision has been made for financial year 2035-2026 for project improvement of site. The project aims to enhance consumer experience by, I can table it, yeah? It's a bit long.
The question is that the sum of 282, yes.
Minister, under item 31, if you can circulate the list of construction projects, the project, that is the areas and details, just circulate it, and the estimate time of completion. So the project, details of the project, the areas, etc.
Yes, I will circulate the list.
The question is that the sum of 122 million rupees for program code 0901 policy and strategy for tourism development is that part of the schedule. Those who say aye.
Aye.
Those who say no, the ayes have it. Now program, the question is that sum of 159 million rupees for program code 0902, regulation and control of tourism related activities, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Question on page 283. 284?
284.
No, 284 is another code. 284, so we go to this one. The
Yes,
question is that the sum of 159 million rupees for program code 0902, regulation and control of tourism related activities, is that part of the schedule. Those say aye. Those in favor, those against say no. Aye. The ayes have it. Program code 909. The question is that a sum of 541 million rupees for program code 0903, destination promotion, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Question?
Thank you, Chair. With regard to item 26313.047 MTPA, can we be provided with a list of road shows, fairs, and events since the beginning of this year, that is 1st January, the names of countries where those road shows, fairs, and events were organized and the cost incurred?
Okay, I will table it.
The question is that the sum of 541 million rupees for program code 0903, destination promotions, that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is the sum of 79 million rupees for program code 0904, capacity building in the hospitality sector, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Question, page 285, 286, 287, 286.
86 finish.
So the question is that the sum of 79 million rupees for program code 0904, capacity building in the hospitality sector, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Now we go to the Minister of Social Integration. Honorable Ministers, to save time, there is one question which is being repetitive about the extra assistance. Please prepare your answer, because this question will come. Extra assistance. So we go fast. Ministry of Social Integration, Social Security, and National Solidarity. The question is that the sum of 140 million rupees for program code 1001, Policy and Strategy for Social Integration, Social Security, and National Solidarity, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Question, page 286, 287. 288? 288? Yes, come on.
Well, you said it yourself, extra assistance. I'm calling it. Can the minister circulate this list of advisors? Tell us now the names and how much they draw, please.
I'll find the answer. I'll find the answer.
Page 289. Page 290. The question is that the sum of 140 million rupees for program code 1001, Policy and Strategy for Social Integration, Social Security and National Solidarity, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Let me call the question first. The question is that the sum of 1,051 million rupees for program code 1002, Poverty Alleviation and Empowerment, is a part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Question on 291. Page 291.
The Social Integration Division, National Empowerment Foundation, the heading, yes, 291, the heading, program 1002. It says 36 houses have been delivered for this financial year, for the last financial year. May I have from the minister? No, 1002 is the program, is the heading, 291.
Page 291.
Program 1002, Poverty Alleviation and Empowerment. The question is, can the minister provide us with the list of beneficiaries of the 36 houses?
I will circulate it, but I can give.
Page 292? Yes. 292, yes.
Thank you, Chair. I refer to page 292, item number 27210.014, social assistance benefits in cash. Can the Honourable Minister circulate the number of beneficiaries under these programs from ORIGS, all these 6 programs?
I will circulate it with pleasure.
Honourable Leader, question.
Under the same item, can we have the same information for the main island, Mauritius?
Same information for the main island now.
Yes, I will
Thank you.
circulate it.
Honourable Jwal?
Yes. 27210, social assistance benefits in cash. Can the minister provide us with the list of the total number of beneficiaries? I'm not asking for the individually, but the number of beneficiaries under A, B, 1 to 6. So for these 7 sub-items, can we have the list of total number of beneficiaries that have benefited for the last financial year and expected to benefit for this new financial year?
Will circulate?
Yes, I will circulate
that
it.
is-
It's a long list.
To Honourable.
Thank you, Chair. To page 292, can the Honourable Minister inform us on item 2626313, the other programs, what entity has been removed from the 2025 budget? Please, thank you.
Page, please.
292?
92,
Still on 292.
item 2626313, decimal 135, D, other programs, which entity has taken down the budget?
We'll take another question in the meantime, quick. Only one, eh? We finish on that page.
Yes.
Let's finish.
Page 292,
Assemblée.
item 26323, extra budgetary units.
No
construction
entity has
of
been removed.
Social housing units. May we know the number of units that will be built for the next financial year?
Total housing units, the number of units. You will get.
The provision has been made for the construction of 25 fully concrete housing units of 50 meters square to SRM household who are landowners. For financial year 2024-2025, the construction of 12 FCH units have been completed and 15 units are ongoing and expected to be completed in November 2025.
Page 293. So the question is that the sum of 1,051,000,000 rupees for program code 1002, poverty alleviation and empowerment, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 2,011,000,000 rupees for program code 1003, social protection, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Any question on page 294? 295, yes.
27210, social assistance benefits in cash. Again, can the minister provide us with the different categories of assistance that has been given and the number of beneficiaries?
Yes. Provisions is made, the cost of utilities, right? 22010. Okay. Provision is made for payment of electricity, gas charges.
No. 27,210. 27,210. Social assistance benefits in cash. 27,210. 27,210. Juste après le 22, ça t'arrive.
The social, I will table the, it's a long answer, I will table the list.
294, 295, 296, 297.
Yes.
297?
Yes. 27,210.
Yes.
Decimal 012. Assistance and training of disabled persons. May I ask the Honourable Minister?
Can I have the page, please?
Yes, 297. May I ask the Honourable Minister how many persons have been trained under the programme, and if he has the figure of how many persons earning a disability, being recognised as disabled, is currently in employment in Mauritius?
Yes. Yes, I have the answer. It's here. I will circulate
Okay.
it.
298? 297?
Yes. That same item, that is 27,210.017, social aid for assistive devices. May we know the number of persons benefiting from this social aid?
.297, item 27,210.017, social aid for assistive device. How many persons have benefited from that?
I have a long answer. I
You
have
will
for
circulate it.
people with spectacle, wheelchairs, hearing aids, and dentures.
Table it, thank you. The question, page 298, 299, 299, that's all.
9, item number 22060. Why has maintenance cost doubled 25 million to 45? Can Minister please provide details? Thank you. Page 299, item number 22060. Why has maintenance cost doubled from 25 million to 45 million? Can Minister provide details, please? Thank you.
060. Yes. This is provision. Yes. The bill provision is made for maintenance and engineering services of recreational centers and Bois Savon residence. Increase in provision is to cater for salary adjustment in relation to minimum wages.
Yes, Honorable Jewel.
Yes. May I ask the Honourable Minister, for security and cleaning services, can the Minister provide us with the list of service providers currently giving security and cleaning services, and also explain the substantial increase in budget for this financial year?
Yeah. I have the list of contractors. It's Keep Clean Limited. Yes. It's Keep Clean Limited, Pest Killer Services Limited. It's a long answer. Keep Clean again for...
You can lay it on the table. It's a long answer.
We have
Thank you.
4 recreational centers. Yes, 4 recreational centers.
Yes.
On page 299, under capital expenditure, item 31111.409, there is a considerable increase for financial year 2025-2026 with regard to upgrading of residence daycare centers. Can we have the list of the daycare centers to be upgraded?
The list of daycare centers, okay, that's...
Yes, it's a long list.
You will circulate, okay. Thank
We
you.
have 22
22.
daycare centers.
Yes, okay.
For recreational centers, if you can also
Okay, you
circulate.
shall Circulate for recreational centers as well.
Yes, I will circulate it. I have the information.
Page 3. The question is that the sum of 2,011 million rupees for program code 1003, social protection, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is the sum of 68,420 million rupees for program code 1004, national pensions, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 301. 302.
Yes. Thank you, Chair. Page 302, item number 27210, social benefits, basic retirement pensions. Can I know whether that amount includes the increase promised by government with regard to the basic retirement pension? Item 27210.101.
Do you have an answer from?
The expenditure is for the benefits for period of July 2024 to May 2025, and the increase is being paid since January 2025.
May I ask the Minister, on the same item, decimal 102 and 103, basic widow's pension and basic invalidity pension. May I know from the Minister if the budget, it has been budgeted to pay for up to 65 years old according to this budget, or is it to 60 years old? Can he clarify?
All provision made in the budget has been catered for in this estimate.
The basic widow's pension for the next 3 years, is it for the payment at up to which age? This is what we want to know.
Up to 60 years old.
We're talking about the widows and invalidity.
Yes, from 60 to 65 years old too.
Yes, sir. Yes, which page you?
Same page, 302, item number, same item. Just if the Honorable Minister can circulate the number of existing or the number of ex-servicemen alive, both for Mauritius and Rodrigues.
You will check.
I will circulate that information.
Okay. The question is that the sum of 68,420,000,000 rupees for program code 1004, national pensions, step part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Attorney General Office. The question is that sum of 350 million rupees for program code 1101, policy and strategy for legal and drafting services, step part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Question, page 304, 305, 306, 306, yes? 306, yes?
I ask the Honorable Attorney General, the item 26313-029, the Law Reform Commission. May we know the composition now of the Commission, and if the Attorney General could provide us with the latest report of the Law Reform Commission, if there is any.
Law Reform Commission has its own website where all the reports are there. The Commission is chaired by Yanila Munshiram, and the composition, I will file the list here.
Page 307, 308, 309. The question is that the sum of 350 million rupees for program code 1101, policy and strategy for legal and drafting services, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Ministry of Financial Services and Economic Planning. The question is that the sum of 54 million rupees for program code 1201, policy and strategy for the financial services sector and economic planning, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Question page 310, 311, 312, 313, 314, sorry? Yes, sorry, 313? 14, today? Yes. The question is that the sum of 54 million rupees for program code 1201, policy and strategy for the financial service sector and economic planning, is still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those in favor say no. The question is that the sum of 189,900,000 rupees for program code 1202, financial services sector development, is still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Question on 314. 315, you have one.
Thank you, Chair. May I refer the Honourable Minister to item 22120 fees, that is .008, fees to consultants. Item B, can we have an indication of the time frame for that study on Africa strategy for financial services?
So that's a provision, Chair, for to appoint a consultant for the Africa strategy. It's not been appointed yet.
Thank you. 315, Okay, you have it. Honorable Bishop.
Thank you. Page 315, item number 26313, decimal 152. In regards to the Financial Services Institute, the budget has increased by almost 3.5 million. Can the Honourable Minister please provide information as to who is managing this institute?
So the Financial Services Institute Limited, FSI, in line with our strategy, we will enhance the capacity building for the financial services sector. So there will be more training provided by the FSI.
Honourable Leader Motion.
Thank you. Chair, may I refer the Honourable Minister to item 22900.8 to 9 on page 315, expenses in connection with financial services visibility. This is a new item. May we be provided with more information?
Financial services visibility.
So that's again a provision for the promotion of the financial services sector, such as a social media partner and overall branding and visibility of the sector.
So, 316.
Yes, 316. May I?
Yes, yes.
21110005, extra assistance. Can I have the name and qualification and remuneration of the Minister's advisors? Can she circulate same?
Quelle page?
316. Extra assistants, legal advisors. Not legal advisors.
We have two advisors, and I will circulate the list. There is one who is employed by the ministry and one who is seconded from the Economic Development Board.
Thank you. 317. The question is that the sum of 189,900,000 rupees for program code 1202, Financial Services Sector Development, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 77,300,000 rupees for program code 1203, Promotion of Good Governance, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 318, 319, 320. No, 319 finish. The question is that the sum of 77,300,000 rupees for program code 1203, Promotion and Good Governance, stands part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The question is that the sum of 45,800,000 rupees for program code 1204, Economic Planning, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Page 320. 321.
And ask the Minister, 22120, fees. Decimal 008, fees to consultant, Vision 2050 and 10-year National Development Plan. We see that there are 15 million rupees being budgeted. Can the Minister, first of all, tell us if the necessary procedures for appointment of consultant has been undertaken? And if so, can she share more details?
This is just a provision for the moment. We have not started yet the procurement of the consultants.
The question is that the sum of 45,800,000 rupees for program code 1204, Economic Planning, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. Ministry of Energy and Public Utilities. The question is that the sum of 98 million rupees for program code 1301, Policy and Strategy for Energy and Public Utilities, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Page 322. 322, yes.
Thank you, Chair. Page 322, under Program Outcomes, 1303, l'honorable ministre peut-il dire quel pourcentage du pays a déjà été desservi par le projet de pipe replacement? Merci.
Page 322.
I will circulate.
Okay, thank you. Page 323. 323. Page 324. Page 325. 325? Come on, if you have said that.
Yeah, I have. 21110, decimal 005, extra assistance. 325. Extra assistance. Can the minister? Yes? Yes? Can you circulate or give us the names of your advisors and the remuneration drawn?
Yes, you want the advisor, my advisors, also for the previous minister?
Your advisor.
Okay. I have both.
But you can give us the remuneration.
No,
you can give us the remuneration for his advisors and yours.
Of course. My advisors are Mr. Laurent, advisor on function matters, 69,600. Mr. Bandou, Mamad Bandou, technical advisor on water matters, 51,075. Monsieur Barbosia, advisor, 70 000. Pour l'ancien ministre, c'était Tirat Moussan, senior advisor, 94 500. Je continue ou...
Circulate. Okay. 325, page 325. Page 326. The question is that the sum of 98 million rupees for program code 1301, Policy and Strategy for Energy and Public Utilities, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that sum of 79 million rupees for program code 1302, Energy Services, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Phrase 327, 328, 328.
I refer to the Minister to item number 22, page 328, item number 22130, studies and surveys, item D, feasibility study on battery energy storage system. May we be provided first with the terms of reference of that study and the time frame of the study? Thank you.
Yes, I have here 2230. This provision caters for studies and project preparation for energy sector. Studies project as listed in the new helpline. I will circulate.
Page 329. The question is that the sum of 79 million rupees for program code 1302 Energy Services is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 3,282 million rupees for program code 1303 Water Services is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 330. 330. 331, yes, 331.
May I refer the Honourable Minister to item 22130, studies and surveys, 331. Yeah.
331, item 22130.
.005, C and E. Again, can we be provided with, first one, where matters stand with regard to the study on the integrated water master plan, and B, with regard to the feasibility study for the implementation of desalination plant? May we be provided with the terms of reference and the time frame?
Yes. For the first one, integrated water master plan, assistant technique pour accompagnement de près d'eau études. These include water policy, socio-economic assessment, gender budgeting, communication and transparency. And the second one is feasibility study.
First one, where matters are.
I will circulate. Feasibility study for the implementation of desalination plant.
This is provision made for constituency C for preparation of comprehensive feasibility study for the setting up of a utility-scale desalination plant in the north part of the island. The expression of interest is being finalized, as you know, and is expected to be launched by end of August this year.
Ask the Minister, 22120.
Page?
Same page, 331, decimal 008, review of legislation for the water sector. Will the Minister be able to provide the House with the study and proposals made for the legislation, new legislation?
There is a study I will circulate.
Page 332, page 333, 332, yes. Honorable Leader,
Yes, thank you, Chair. On page 332, that is item which is on 331282223 dot 010, item K, water pipe replacement projects under the Indian line of credit. Can we have an indication for the next, for financial year 2025-2026, what are the projects that will be covered under that line of credit?
It's a long list. You want me to read it or you want me to circulate?
No, if it's long,
You're sure?
table.
You're sure?
Table.
You sure, huh?
He will read it at his leisure. Yes, Honorable Joman.
Page 332, item 30 exactly. Construction of dam, Rivière des Anguilles Dam. According to the estimates for 2024-2025, I can see that there was 930 million budgeted. May I know what has been done so far? Thank you.
Invested in MIC. Item? 002.
Rivière des Anguilles.
Rivière des Anguilles. Rivière des Anguilles. You're uncertain with Rivière des Anguilles. There is a bidding exercise for the pre-qualification of contractors for the construction of Rivière des Anguilles Dam has been launched on le 21 février 2024, awaiting no objection from funding agencies by mid-juillet 2025 to launch bid.
Yes. May I ask the Minister, drilling of boreholes, it's the same item that you just read, but decimal 011. May I know from the Minister the list of boreholes that have been drilled for the past financial year, and if he can also kindly give us the boreholes that are in the pipeline to be drilled for this new financial year.
Drilling of boreholes ongoing. You want it ongoing project?
Yeah, ongoing.
Yes, the contract for the drilling of 12 boreholes was awarded to Water Resources Company Limited on the 1st December 2023. Amount. There are also 9 boreholes which mainly service the new social living development NSLD housing unit. Drilling of boreholes have been completed on 5 sites, namely New Goodlands Reservoir, Côte d'Or, Bird, Camp-le-Vieux, Rampe-le-Mois, 4 boreholes for CWA, Boismont, Fond du Sac and Solitude, new drilling, Le Vale and Richter, total volume of additional water mobilized around 20 000 m3 daily. Amount disbursed at le 16 juin 2025, 5 150 000.
Thank you. Page, you got one question on this page, sorry.
332, item number 28223 dot 015, part D, construction of service reservoir, Nouvelle-France. May I ask the Honourable Minister whether it is the Cluny Reservoir, and may I know whether that reservoir has already been pulled down?
The reservoir has not yet been pulled down. We are still making some tests dans ce réservoir-là et on attend les clearances pour pouvoir finaliser les choses. Mais entre-temps, l'enquête à la Financial Crime Commission continue.
Page 333.
Yes.
Page 334. The question is that the sum of 3,282,000,000 rupees for program code 1303, water services, is 10 parts of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 1,264,000,000 rupees for program code 1304, wastewater services, is 10 part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 335, 336.
May I ask 336, the Honourable Minister, item 32,145, decimal 517, wastewater management authority. May we have the members of the names of the members of the board and their remuneration drawn? If you can circulate it, if you do not have it here.
Board of
Wastewater Management Authority.
Non, le board n'a pas été encore constitué.
But will you once it is, can you?
No, there's no name to circulate. There's no board. When? I will let you know.
You will have an opportunity to ask question. Page 336. The question is that the sum of 1,264,000,000 rupees for program code 1304, wastewater services, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 22 million rupees for program code 1305, radiation safety and nuclear security services, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 337, 338.
Yes, 337, I have one.
339.
With regards to program 1305, radiation safety and nuclear security authority, can the Honourable Minister provide us with the 50 inspections that have been carried out, the list of inspections that have been done?
1305?
Yes. We see 50 inspections carried out. If he can provide us with the list of inspections carried out.
Which item?
Quand même, 1305 même.
Outcome.
Non, mais c'est le title même.
The title.
The title, yes.
Regulate radiation sources.
There are 50 inspections done. Yes. Could you provide us with the list of inspections that have been done?
I will circulate.
Page 338. The question is that the sum of 22 million rupees for program code 1305, radiation safety and nuclear security services, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. Now we go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Regional Integration and International Trade. The question is that the sum of 110 million rupees for program code 1401, Policy and Strategy for Foreign Affairs, Regional Integration and International Trade, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those in favor say no. Question page 339, 340, 341, 342, 343. The question is that the sum of 110 million rupees for program code 1401, Policy and Strategy for Foreign Affairs, Regional Integration and International Trade, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no.
Yes.
The question is that the sum of 1,695,000,000 rupees for program code 1402, Foreign Relations, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 344.
May I ask the Honourable Minister, with regards to program 1402, I'm talking about the heading, 140202, the overseas mission. We see that there is an increase of 94 million rupees. May I ask the Minister, the Honourable Minister, if he will provide us all details of the costs associated with all diplomatic missions. I understand there are 19. That is in terms of expenses, broken down in expenses paid for rent, transport, etc., for all the 19 diplomatic missions, firstly, and secondly, explain why there is 94 million additional being voted for our diplomatic missions.
Yes, I have the details and I will circulate the answer.
Thank you. Page 345. 345, yes?
Yes. May I refer the Honourable Minister to item 22.100, publications and stationery. There's a considerable increase for next budget. Can we be provided with information as to that substantial increase?
Yes, these are in relation to paper and materials, printing and stationery, publications. The increase in provision is based on the trend of expenditure and to cater for rising prices of paper, toners and stationeries.
345, 346, yes?
Yes. May I ask the Honourable Minister, Human Resources, will the Honourable Minister table the list of all ambassadors and deputy ambassadors that have been appointed since the coming into of the new government under this administration? And also remuneration drawn also for each.
You mean under this government?
Yes.
Okay, I will circulate the...
You will circulate this, yes.
Yes.
3456, 347, 348, 340. Yes,
Item number 31. 112. decimal 408. May I ask the Minister with regards to the upgrading works that are carried out under A2E to circulate the list, a description of the work being carried out and reason, the justification for it?
I have the details for all 5 items and I will circulate.
Thank you. Page 348, 349. The question is that the sum of 1,695 million rupees for program code 1402, Foreign Relations, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The question is that the sum of 43 million rupees for program code 1403, International Trade, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 3450, 351, 352. The question is that the sum of 43 million rupees for program code 1403, International Trade, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The question is the sum of 22 million rupees for program code 1404. Industrial property rights is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 353, 354. No, 55 is other program. 354. The question is that the sum of 22 million rupees for program code 1404, industrial property rights, that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The question is the sum of 30 million rupees for program code 1405, human rights. Step part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Page 357. 355, sorry, 355.
Minister, under the heading Program 1405, Promote Human Rights Division, may I ask the Honourable Minister, how many complaints, if any, has he received by foreign persons working in Mauritius with regards to human rights violations at his ministry? and if any such complaints have been received by Madagascar?
Sir, with me, but I will definitely circulate it when I.
Page 3156. The question is that the sum of 30 million rupees for program code 1405, human rights, step part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Minister of Youth and Sport. The question is that the sum of 85,600,000 rupees for program code 1401, policy and strategy for youth and sports, step part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 357, 358.
Yes, 358.
Yes.
358, development policies and strategies for youth and sports. New sports bill being finalized. May we know from the Honorable Minister whether the sport community in Rodrigues has been consulted so far?
I have held meeting with the Commissioner in Mauritius and went to Rodrigues to hold consultation with all stakeholders regarding new sport bill.
Thank you. Page 359.
Yes. The Honourable Minister, 21110.005, extra assistance. Will the Minister state the name and rank and remuneration drawn of his advisors in kind and in cash?
You can circulate it if it's long.
It's not long.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Buden, Mubarak Khan, Senior Advisor in Youth and Sport Matters. Mr.
If the remuneration as well, please.
I will lay, it's too long, yeah? I'll give you the name, if you allow.
No.
Give you the name.
Circulate both the name and the remuneration.
I'll circulate.
Please, button. Thank you.
I'll say by the chair.
Page 360. Page 360. The question is that the sum of 85 million. Yes, if
I say I will circulate.
it will circulate.
Is that clear?
Can refer to it?
Yeah, you will circulate it, of course, in due course. The question is that the sum of 85,600,000 rupees for program code 1401, policy and strategy for youth and sports, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Well, 1501. Says part of it. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The question is that the sum of 832,600,000 rupees for program code 1502, promotion and development of sports, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 361.
Yes. May I ask the Honorable Minister, with regards to the to support to high-level athletes, number of athletes and para-athletes supported, may I ask the Honorable Minister to circulate? Now, it's under outcome and performance, development of grassroots and high-level sports. Policy, 361.
361. Page
Policy.
361.
Can you circulate the names of these athletes, please?
I will circulate.
Yes, you will circulate. Thank you. Page 362.
Yes.
Yes. Honorable Apollo.
Yes, 22900.944D, Kids in Action. Can the Minister circulate details? 22900.944D, Kids in Action.
Yes.
Yeah. This program will aim for young children and all abilities to develop basic sport skill.
Table it. It's long.
You want to table? Table.
Okay, table it. Next. Yes.
900.944, subsection F, Jeux de la jeunesse et des sports de l'océan Indien. There's a new provision of 15 million rupees. May the Honorable Minister inform where will this game be held and when? It's item number 22900.944F. Jeux de la jeunesse et des sports de l'océan Indien.
Where will that be held?
And when?
In 2027 in Comoros.
Thank you.
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
On same page, 362. The last item, that is high performance sports program. Can we be provided with details of the program? Thank you.
Yes, I will circulate all the information.
Page 363? Yes. 363?
Yes. 26313. Will the Minister circulate the board members of both institutions falling under this item, the Trust Fund for Excellence and the Mauritius Multi-Sports Infrastructure Limited? So therefore, circulate the composition, name qualification and remuneration of the board members.
You want to remember, I will circulate.
Thank you. Honorable Leader Opposition.
Thank you, Chair. On page 363, item number 31113.006, C, rally track consultancy to be carried out. Can we have from the Honorable Minister the terms of reference of that consultancy and the time frame?
We are working on it for consultancy for construction of a rally circuit, team and reference being prepared.
Honorable Apollo.
Yes, 26313.141 Sports Academy. Can the Minister circulate details?
Sports Academy.
Yes, we are working on it, and we shall communicate in the future. Near future.
Yes, I have, Chair.
Yes.
Thank you. Same issue, the rally track. May we know from the Minister whether a location has been earmarked for the construction of a rally track, if at all?
The committee has been set up. Let the committee work, and then we are going to communicate.
The question is at page 364, I think. 365, 366, 32. The question is that the sum of 832,600,000 rupees for progress for program code 1502, promotion and development of sports, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that of 166,800,000 rupees for program code 1503, which is on page 367, Honorable Leader Opposition. Youth Development Program is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Now we go to page 367. 368.
May I ask the Minister, 22,900,951, Smart Youth Programs. From A to J, can the Minister circulate the total number of beneficiaries that have been for the last financial year under this program and that are expected for this new financial year to be taken under this program? Also, can he circulate to the House a brief on each program for the benefit of the House?
Yes, I will circulate.
Yes.
Thank you. item 26313.068, National Youth Council. It is the program for youth development. This is a new program. Can we be provided with more details, Honorable Minister? Thank you.
Previously, funds were provided under the National Resilience Fund to meet operational costs. For FY 2025-26 fund provided in the Ministry's budget. If you want some more additional information, I can table it.
Table the question. The question is that the sum of 166,800,000 rupees for program code 1403, Youth Development Program, is the part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. 1503. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Ministre Hubert, on a déjà fait. Ministry of Land and Transport. The question is that the sum of 623 million rupees for program code 1701, Policy and Strategy for Land Transport, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 386. 387. Yes, the question is that the sum of 623 million rupees for program code 1701, Policy and Strategy for Land Transport, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 442 million rupees for program code 1702, Road Safety and Traffic Engineering, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. 388, page 388, 389, 390. Yep. No. Yes. If you have a question, you stand up. Free? Which page? We are on program number 1702. That's free, page 391.
But we skipped already.
No, we have, I followed you. You did not follow me? No. I write on all the page which I call. I have a right. I call it. Now you are reading another page. You no. I've done it. You can rest assured. I won't mislead you. Don't worry.
Chair, may I?
Yes.
There is only two of us. You understand that it is difficult. No, Chair, please, I am talking to you, Chair. I am talking to you, please.
Okay,
no, please, allow me to talk. Yes, there is two of us. I will kindly request that you give us at least 10 seconds, to turn the page and to see what there is.
No, the practice, normally, you have been there before, is for you to do your homework. You already underline your question. So when you turn the page, when I call the page, you are already aware which question you have to ask. No, I'm not saying you. This is a practice, I say. The practice is like this. Anyway, if you want to put, on which item you want to put a question, I don't want to argue. Which item you want to put a question? 389, okay. 389, let's go to 389. Come on, sir.
Yes, may I ask the Minister, with regards to item 32, capital expenditure, Metro Express Limited, there is a shares and equity participation of at least 4 billion rupees being budgeted for the next 3 financial years. May we have details of how this equity share participation is going to be used in turn by the Metro Express Limited, firstly, and secondly, if you'll be so kind as to give us the composition of the Metro Express board, and of course, names and, qualification and remuneration.
So,
I'll start with the beginning. The board composition of the Metro Express Limited is being chaired by Dr. Arvind Sunaran, who is the former director of the Ministry of Public Utilities, and the full names I can table, right? And as regards the equity participation, as you may be aware, next financial year will begin the reimbursement of loan contracted by the former government in respect of Metro Express Limited. So it's going to be a tough year, as you know. And if you want more information, it's here.
Okay, thank you. So now we go to Code 1702. The question is that the sum of 442 million rupees for Program Code 1702, Road Safety and Traffic Engineering, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 391. 392?
Yes, thank you, Chair. With regard to item number 22.900.952, since it is related to the road safety strategy, there are studies, there are campaigns, there are programs. Can we be provided with detailed information with regard to that item number, please? You can table it if you want.
Yes, okay. It's a full pager.
Table it. 393? You got on, free? Which page? 392?
393.
393, okay, 393.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So it's item 31113, decimal 018, little a. Road marking and traffic signs. Can the Minister provide further information regarding the increase allocated for the year 25-26, please? Thank you.
Yes, this is new to my portfolio. Now the full responsibility for maintenance of road markings, improve traffic control and safety, and the upgrade of our signage system, and introduction of new road hierarchies for C roads were not in the portfolio of the former minister, and it's now is, and hence the increase in budget.
Yes.
I ask the Honourable Minister, item 31113, can the Minister provide, circulate to the House the details of all these projects, instead of asking individually? If you can just provide the House with the full details of these projects.
So it's here with me.
You will circulate, okay.
Yes, Chair, may I?
Yes.
Thank you. Same page, item number 31122.999. May we be provided with the list of where the traffic lights first and the zebra crossings will be implemented?
Yes.
Yes, provision is made to cater for the procurement and supply and installation of and commissioning of 20 traffic signal equipment with pedestrian countdown timer around the island. I can certainly provide you the list of the 20 places.
Okay, Honourable Stephanie, last question on this page.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Decimal 018, page 393, little d, traffic calming measures. Again, can the Minister provide further details regarding the sum allocated? Thank you.
Yes, certainly, I can do that.
The question is that the sum of 442 million rupees for Program Code 1702, Road Safety and Traffic Engineering, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is the sum of 3,145 million rupees for Program Code 1703, regulating land transport and light rail operations, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 395.
Yes. With regards to the main program, 1703, implementation of the fleet management system for public buses. Can the Minister provide this House with the feasibility study for this project And also, if he has information, tell us how many buses will fall under this fleet management system, and how many smart bus stops and bus stations also will feature in this program by the 26th of March, if he has it. But if he can also table the feasibility study for us to look.
Yes, there is a consultant that is working on this. It's a foreign consultant named Grant Thornton from India. The fleet management system is a first-time ever item in the budget exercise. It seeks to provide with commuters with a lot of facilities online on their mobile phones and where the buses will be. But more importantly, it will allow the NLTA to disburse some 2.5 billion rupees judiciously. So that's it. It is a sine qua non requirement for proper traffic. It's about 2,400 buses.
Yeah, no. Will you be able to provide us with the feasibility study?
If you don't have the report, once you get a report on that project, you will provide it. Thank you. Next question, please.
Yes. On page 396.
No, we are 395. Your question, Honorable Jagannath. 395. Let's go to 395 first.
396.
396. Okay, 396. Okay, sorry.
Item number 25,500. Can we get more details on free travel scheme, .002 and .003 from the Minister?
Yes, the increase is due to increase in cost, of course, and it seeks to provide financial assistance to the 5 big companies, NTC, UBS, TBS, RHT, and MBT, and the individual bus owners in Mauritius and in Rodrigues. And it's got to do with subsidy provided by government.
Honorable Leader of Ocean.
Yes, thank you. Under that same item, Honorable Minister, can you provide information to the House when the whole population will benefit from free transport?
Chair, as the Honourable Member is a seasoned politician, this is a policy matter.
It's a matter of policy. Honourable.
Yes, thank you, Chair. In fact, the same item, 25,500.002, bus modernization scheme, of which promotion of low-carbon electric bus transport in Mauritius supported by Jeff. May we know from the Honourable Minister whether this provision caters for the promotion of same in Rodrigues as well?
Yes. The bus modernization scheme is across the Republic of Mauritius. Pardon? Low carbon is this is part of the bus modernization. It has been extended to bus operators acquiring high-flow diesel buses to encourage bus operators to transit to a modern, efficient...
The question is, will this apply to Rodrigues as well?
Yeah, yes. I said so.
Simple. Yes, Honourable Leader of Ocean.
Yes, thank you. Under that same item, Chair, may I ask the Honourable Minister to inform the House where the charging stations will be located around the island for those electric buses?
Yes, electric buses, for the moment, they are being chartered across by the CNT. And the charging stations will be at the CNT depot. Yeah.
Page.
Thank you. 25,500.003, support to bus industry. We see that for 2027, this program is going to be reduced by half. Can the Honourable Minister provide us with the breakdown of how funds are disbursed to bus industry companies, firstly, and secondly, if there is an impact, a study on the impact that it will have on these industries, if you can also provide the House with that study.
Okay. As regards the first part of your question, I'm going to table it. As regards the impact that is going to have, it's a new budgetary measure we are working on.
Okay, page 397. The question is at the sum of 3,145,000,000 rupees for program code 1703, regulating land transport and light aid rail operation. Step part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Ministry of Gender Equality and Family Welfare. The question is at the sum of 140,400,000 rupees for program code 1801 and strategy for gender equality and family welfare. It's a part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 398, 399, 400, yes.
The Minister, 21110, extra assistance, 005. Can the Minister provide us with the name, qualification, and remuneration in kind and in cash being drawn by these advisors?
The information sought for will be circulated.
Yes, Honorable. No cross-talking, please.
Chair, on the same page.
Honorable Leader of the Opposition, please. You have the floor.
Item 22,900.903, awareness campaign. May we be provided with more information with regard to the awareness campaign?
Page 401. Have your mic on, please. Your mic.
203. Alors, new provision and allocation of 5 million rupees earmarked for all relevant units of the ministry to organize awareness campaigns in collaboration with the MBC. These campaigns will focus on key issues related to gender equality, children's rights, and broader family and social welfare concerns.
Okay. You have a question on this page? Yes.
Well, we're at 401, right?
Yeah, 401.
But it's 400. Is it okay if it's the heading of this program?
Okay, carry on.
Yes, thank you. So the heading, program 1801, domestic abuse. The service is to develop policies and strategies for gender equality, women empowerment, child protection, and family welfare. May we know from the Honourable Minister, with regards to domestic abuse, pending the new bill under the present legislation, may we know how many cases have been reported which were followed by arrest and prosecution? Do you have these? Could you provide the House with these figures?
We'll provide the information if possible.
Yes. Page 402. The question is at the sum of 140,400,000 rupees for program code 1801, policy and strategy for gender equality and family welfare. Is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is at the sum of 194,500,000 rupees for program code 1802, women's empowerment and gender mainstreaming. Is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Aye. Page 403, 44, 45, no, 44. The question is at the sum of 194,500,000 rupees for program code 1802, women's empowerment and gender mainstreaming. Stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is the sum of 275 million rupees for program code 1803, child protection, welfare and development. Is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Page 405, 406. 406, yes.
Yes, may I ask the Minister, with regards to 22,900,912, running expenses of shelters for children. May we know from the Minister how many children are presently housed in shelters, and if she will be kind as to provide the House with the budget for each shelter of support that is given financial to each shelter in Mauritius?
The information sought for will be circulated.
Yes.
May I also ask for 26313, the National Adoption Council?
Yeah.
May we know from the Minister, firstly, how many adoptions have been successfully completed for the last financial year? And also, what is, if there is any project in the pipeline to streamline adoption and to facilitate?
This information will also be sought out and circulated.
Thank you. Page 407. The question is that the sum of 275 million rupees for program code 1803, Child Protection, Welfare and Development, is still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is the sum of 60,100,000 for program code 1804, Family Wellbeing and Protection from Gender-Based Violence, is still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Page 4110, 111. 408, sorry. Page 408, 409. 409, yes?
With regards to the 22,900,908 Women and Children Solidarity Program, 22,900,908. There are a list of programs A to K. Will the Minister provide details to the House? Firstly, the number of persons that have benefited from this program for the assistance part. Secondly, with regards to the other programs, can the Minister provide us details on whether all these programs are now up and running?
From information I've been provided, this is the following. Funds available under assistance for victims of domestic violence are meant for the payment of capitation grants to
Minister, there's a list from A to K. Can you please circulate it if you are going to read from A
Yes,
to K?
I will.
It will take us some time. Thank you. So, page 409. The question is the sum of 60,100,000 rupees for program code 1804, Family Wellbeing and Protection from Gender-Based Violence, is still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 520 million rupees for program code 1805, Social Welfare and Community-Based Activities, is still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 410. 411, yes?
Yes. May I ask the Minister, 28211.022, Social Welfare Centers. May we be provided, first of all, with the list, breakdown of how these sums are going to be spent? Also, does the Minister know if these the upgrades, the costs associated with the operation of social welfare centers include the purchase of mattresses and pumps to remove water, etc.? And if so, can she give us more details?
Mr. Chair, the information sought for will be circulated.
Thank you. Yes?
Under capital expenditure, that is item 26.323.085. May we be provided the list of community centers first that will be upgraded or refurbished, and the list of community centers that will be converted into wellness centers.
The list will be circulated, Chair.
Yes, Honorable.
Thank you. Chair, 26323, decimal 085, Sugar Industry Labour Welfare Fund. May we have from the Minister the list of all the boards constituted in the island-wide of community centers and falling under the Sugar Industry Labour Welfare Fund, island-wide, the list of all the boards that have been appointed.
This is a very long list. This will be circulated as well.
And it will take a long time to prepare too. Yes, it's very obvious.
Thank you, Chair. Madam Minister, pertaining to item 26, 26323, decimal 85, upgrading works in community centers. Does this upgrading works include placement of air conditioners in all community centers around the island? Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I don't have this information.
Thank you. So, the question is at the sum of 520 million rupees for program 1805, social welfare and community-based activities. Is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Ministry of Commerce and Consumer Protection. The question is at the sum of 123 million rupees for program code 1901, Policy and Strategy for Commerce and Consumer Protection. Is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Page 412.
Yes.
413. Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Chair. I refer to page 413, Policy Supply of Strategic and Essential Commodities, STC. Percentage of reserves of strategic commodities maintained at any point in time. May we know from the Honourable Minister whether he has information as to the capacity of reserves of commodities at the STC warehouse at Port-Maturin, Rodrigues, for the population of Rodrigues?
It's a long list. I will circulate the details.
Thank you. Page 413, yes, Honourable Stephanie.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Under the same item, can the Minister update the House on the status of the price stabilization account of STC, please? Thank you.
Chair, I'm pleased to inform the House that the PSA, Price Stabilization Account, has decreased again to 2.3 billion rupees. Compared to when the MSM was in power, it was 5.2 billion rupees.
Page 414. 414.
21110, yes.
414.
Decimal 005, extra assistance. Will he table the list of his advisors, competence, qualification, that is, and remuneration?
Chair, I have only one advisor, one senior advisor. I will table the details.
415. 415. Yes, you have one.
Thank you, Chair. May we know why there is a decrease in the post of management support officer from 38 to 37 in human resources? Thank you.
Honourable Minister, you have an answer?
Yes, I have my answer. So it's for the management support officer. I can see that the funds have not been provided for one post of management support officer. The post of management support officer falls under the purview of the Ministry of Public Service and Administration Reforms.
The question is that, 415, no question. The question is at the sum of 123 million rupees for program code 1901, Policy and Strategy for Commerce and Consumer Protection. Is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is the sum of 103 million rupees for program code 1902, consumer protection and market surveillance is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 416. Yes.
The Minister, under the program heading 1902, price setting for commodities and market investigation. May I ask the Minister, for the last financial year, how many investigations have been carried out for contraventions with regards to price setting regulations, and how many of these contraventions have been successfully determined, finally determined?
Chair, concerning the investigation, I can see that there were 9,287, and concerning contravention, 1,151.
Thank you. Page 147. Yes.
Yes. May I refer the Honourable Minister to item 22.120.008, 417.
17.
Fees for consultants, smart cards for distribution of subsidized products. May we know what will be the terms of reference of that study, and also what type of smart card we are talking about here?
It will be a smart card for subsidized products, and for the terms of reference, we are working on it.
Page 418. Page 4. Johan, yes, Honorable Johan.
Yes. Page 418, subprogram 190202. May I know the number of instruments verified, calibrated, and the number of trade inspectors?
Concerning number of instrument verified, it's 10,413. Number of instrument calibrated, 1,792. Number of inspection of trade premises, 3,732.
Page 419. 420. Yes. 420, yes.
Yes. Program 190203, Consumer Protection, Consumer Affairs Unit. May we ask the Honourable Minister, how many investigations have been done?
Page
420.
420.
How many contraventions out of these investigations? And also, how many commercial licenses have been revoked, if any?
Concerning contravention, I answered before, it was 1,151. And concerning trade license, I don't see it here, but I will circulate the answer.
We're talking about the Consumer Protection Unit. Let me rephrase the question. How many complaints have been received by consumers? How many investigations have been carried out into those complaints? How many have resulted in contraventions and in revocation of licenses?
Concerning complaints, it's 2,300, out of which 2,051 have been resolved.
Page 421. The question is that the sum of 103 million rupees for program code 1902, Consumer Protection and Market Surveillance, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is the sum of 26 million rupees for program code 1903, compliance to import and export obligations. It's then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 422. 422.
With regards to program 1903, delivery of permits into import and export of goods, may we know from the Minister if parallel importation is now being allowed?
We are working on it.
423, the question is the sum of 26 million rupees for program code 1903, compliance to import and export obligations, step part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Ministry of Treasury, Education, Science and Research. The question is that the sum of 72 million rupees for program code 2001, Policy Strategy for Treasury, Education, Science and Research, step part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 424, 425, 426, 424, 425. The question is that the sum of 72 million rupees for program code 2001 and Strategy for Treasury, Education, Science and Research is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The question is that the sum of 1,964,000,000 rupees for program code 2002, Higher Education, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 426, 427.
Yes, 427.
427. Yes.
22,130,001. May I ask the Minister, with regards to the National Higher Education Strategy, may we know, firstly, will the Minister, will the Minister provide this strategy paper to the House?
What we have done is that we had a higher education summit. We have collected all the information. This is being compiled into a strategy, and once it is compiled, it will be submitted.
Yes. The question is that the sum of 1,964,000,000 rupees for program code 2002, Higher Education, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Page 431.
No, 49.
429, yeah. 429, yeah. Higher education.
I have a question.
Yes, 429.
Yes. With regards to the 26313, extra budgetary units, decimal 150, Higher Education Commission. May I ask the Honourable Minister, with the free tertiary education scheme, may we be provided with the number of beneficiaries that have benefited for the last financial year, full-time and part-time, and may we also know the estimated number of beneficiaries to benefit for the next 3 financial years as budgeted, full-time and part-time?
Well, for the last year, 16,770.
Full-time?
Full-time. The FTES, you asked how many students benefited from FTES last year, 16,770. For the current year, we can't say because the recruitment is ongoing. So we'll table the number as soon as we have.
So just to clarify, Chair, if the list for full-time and part-time under the scheme can be provided for the last financial year and also provisions for the coming financial years.
Okay. The question is that the sum of 1,964,000,000 rupees for program code 2002, Higher Education, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Now we go to page 431. The question is that the sum of 211 million rupees for program code 2003, Science and Research, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 431. 432?
Yes. Yes, Chair. I refer to page 432, item number 26332.042B, Mauritius Research Innovation Council, big research and innovation projects. May the Honourable Minister circulate the list of projects and beneficiaries and this item vote from RIGS for this financial year?
We'll do so.
Circulate. Thank you. Yes.
May I know from the Honourable Minister, with regards to same page, item number 26313, decimal 077, 150, and 042. Can the Honourable Minister provide us with the composition of the board for these three institutions?
Unfortunately, we have not yet constituted the board, but once it is constituted, it will be tabled.
The question, you got Dr. Bragas?
Thank you, Chair. May the Honourable Minister tell us more details about the item 26313.42 Mauritius Research and Innovation Council, Gender-Based Violence Observatory, please.
This is a research project that has been given as a consultancy from the Ministry of Gender, which is being conducted by the MRIC.
So the question is that the sum of 211 million rupees for program code 2003, Science and Research, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 63 million rupees for program code 2004, Pathways to Higher Education, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 433. The question is that the sum of 63 million rupees for program code 2004, Pathways to Higher Education, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Now we go to the Ministry of Industry, SMEs and Cooperatives. Honorable Minister Oyan will step in. The question is that the sum of 434,900,000 rupees for program code 2101, Industrial Development, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 434. The question is that the sum of 434,900,000 rupees for program code 2101, Industrial Development, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Yes. 437. 434. 437, fini voter. Roulez. So you have a question on which page? Okay. 437. 437.
May I?
437.
Thank you, Chair. With regard to item 22120, fees to be paid to consultants for a study, for coming forward with a strategic plan for the industrial sector, including SMEs, can we be provided first with the terms of reference of that study or plan and the time frame?
Your mic, please. Put your mic.
So from the information I have been provided, the information is as follows. The Ministry proposes to elaborate an industrial strategic plan 2026-2030 with the objective to re-industrialize the country and accelerate the pace for the sustained development of the manufacturing sector capable to generate higher industrial growth. Funding to the tune of 7 million rupees has been earmarked in budget 25-26 for this purpose. The Ministry will initiate actions for recruitment of appropriate consultants to undertake the assignment, which is expected to be completed by March 2026.
Okay, Honorable Minister, the question is, if the reply is long, please circulate.
Yes.
Yes, 437, Honorable Jewel.
Yes. May I know from the Minister, 26313, the extra budgetary units, can the Minister circulate the composition of the boards of the Academy of Design and Innovation, the Mauritius Standards Bureau, and the National Productivity and Competitiveness Council, as well as qualification and remuneration drawn by each board member.
Will do, Chair.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Page 438.
Page, that is item number 28215, manufacturing support schemes. These are new schemes. Can we be provided with further information on those schemes, Honourable Minister?
Yes. This is a very long answer, Chair. I will table it.
Thank you. Page 348. 438, sorry, 438. 438. Yes.
Decimal 64, National Productivity and Competitiveness Council. May we know, with regards to the Enterprise Go Digital project, the number of SMEs that have benefited from this scheme? Can she also provide us with a brief of this scheme?
Which page, please?
438.
438.
Item?
Item?
It's
Yes, what is the question, please?
Can you give us the number of beneficiaries under the schemes, plural, and also a brief on these schemes? All of them, A to E, please.
This information will be circulated.
Thank you. Page 439. 440. 441. 442. The question is that the sum of 434,900,000 rupees for program code 2101, industrial development, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 211,100,000 rupees for program code 2102, SME development, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Page 443. Yes. 444. 443. 443. Yes.
I have a general under the program, under the heading 2102. The small and medium enterprises. Can the Minister provide us with the number of SMEs that are registered in Mauritius and by category of turnover, those who fall under 3 million and over 3 million, the number?
Okay, this will be circulated, Chair.
Page 444.
Yes, page 444, item number 22900, the National SME Award 2025. Can we be provided with information regarding that item? What is it about?
2,900. This is a very long answer. I will circulate it.
Thank you. Okay.
26313, decimal 147, SME Mauritius Limited, B, support, SME support schemes, including training. Can the Honourable Minister provide us with the schemes, a breakdown of the schemes, details of the schemes that are going to be implemented, and the number of persons that are expected to be trained under this scheme?
Yes, so schemes from SME Mauritius Limited, registered SMEs may apply for the following schemes to obtain grants up to a maximum of 250,000 rupees. Business Transformation Scheme, Market Readiness Scheme, Technology and Innovation Scheme, Greening Support Scheme, and Agribusiness Scheme.
Thank you. Page 444, 445. The question is that the sum of 211,100,000 rupees for program code 2102, SME development, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 169,500,000 rupees for program code 2103, registration, development and supervision of cooperative societies, is still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Page 446, 447, 448, 449. The question is that the sum of 169,400,000 rupees for program code 2103, registration, development and supervision of cooperative societies, is still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Ministry of Education and Human Resources. The question is that the sum of 423 million rupees for program code 2201, Policy and Strategy for Education and Human Resources Development, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 450, 451, 452. No, 452. 453.
Yes.
Yes.
Page 453, 22,900, .801 to .826. Can the Minister, Honorable Minister, inform the House how this amount of money will be used, please?
This amount will be used for the foundation program in literacy, numeracy, and skills. The foundation program in literacy, numeracy, and skills is a new government initiative for students who have not achieved the minimum requirements of the PESAC examinations.
Thank you. Page 45. Yes. 453, okay.
May I refer the Honorable Minister to item 22,900.801, health and wellness activities. With regard to the first program, can we know how many students have benefited from that program? Can we be provided with information with regard to Part D, that is the psychosocial well-being in schools? Can we have detailed information on that?
All programs.
There
On
is,
all programs.
it is a long answer.
Yes,
better table.
Thank you. Yes?
With regards to 22,120, decimal 008, with regards to first the audit, which is being done for primary and secondary school infrastructure, and secondly, the capacity building program. Firstly, can the Minister provide the House with the details of how many schools are being contemplated for audit? Are they all the schools in Mauritius or a number of them? And secondly, with the capacity building program, can we know from the Honourable Minister how many training staff are expected to go under this program?
Yes, let me begin with the capacity building program. This is meant to train rectors, deputy rectors, senior educators and educators in connection with the foundation program, and it is an ongoing exercise. As regard to fees to consultants, I better table.
Thank you. 454, 455, 455, 454, 455, 456. The question is that the sum of 423 million rupees for program code 2201, Policy and Strategy for Education and Human Resources Development, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 1,093 million rupees for program code 2202, pre-primary education, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Page 457.
Yes, I have one. With regards to the capital expenditure, item number 26323, decimal 071C, acquisition of pedagogical equipment, public pre-primary schools. Can we know under which program is this, are the pre-primary schools running, under which pedagogic program?
Again, the answer is here, I better table it.
Okay. You got another question, Honorable Leader Opposition?
Yes, with regard to grants, that is under recurrent expenditure, that is item 26313.071, Early Childhood Care and Education Authority. Can we know the number of public pre-primary schools and private pre-primary schools in the country?
The number you're asking, we have 186 public pre-primary schools.
And private?
The question is that the sum of 1,093 million rupees for program code 2202, pre-primary education, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is the sum of 5,164 million rupees for program code 2203, primary education, stands part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 458. 459.
Cleaning services, there's a huge amount of 36% increase nearly for security. Can the Honourable Minister provide us first with the service providers for security, and secondly, the date of appointment, and thirdly as well, a reason why there is such a considerable increase?
This, in one sentence, the increase is due to the revision in the national minimum wage.
Honorable Bijan?
And I will table.
Yes. Yes. Which page?
Through Chair, on page 459, item 22, part 2900.833, I note that provision of the sum of 2.5 million has been made for the promotion of STEM education. Will the Honourable Minister provide some details regarding same?
Briefly, the school STEM program will provide the schools with materials and equipment and infrastructure as may be required for schools to encourage pupils to become young scientists, which later in their education will result in more engagement with science and technical studies.
Yes.
Mr. Minister, 22900, decimal 996, la natation scolaire. Premièrement, combien de piscines sont opérationnelles actuellement dont les écoles ont accès? Et deuxièmement, quel est le taux, le nombre d'élèves qui ont réussi à passer
I have a list of figures, if you want, zone-wise also, the number and schools.
Do you have the success rate for la natation?
They may not be swimming like you, but definitely we're initiating them. Okay.
Is it a successful program?
Yes.
Page 460, 461, 462. The question is that the sum of 5,164,000,000 rupees for program code 2203, primary education, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 11,803,000,000 rupees for program code 2204, secondary education, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Page 463, 464, 463, 463, 464.
Regarding 463, total expenditure, current expenditures increases from 11 billion, 2,063,000,000 in 2024-2025 to 11 billion, 8,000,003 in 2025-2026. Will the Honourable Minister provide some details regarding this issue?
Yes, this increase is due mainly to provision for compensation of employees, provision under maintenance of buildings, introduction of new items like awareness campaign for cyberbullying, increased provision for Mauritius Secondary School Sports Association, etc.
464?
May I ask the Honourable Minister on item 28,212, decimal 012, SC and HSC examination fees subsidy. May I ask the Honourable Minister the total number of students that have benefited from this subsidy for the last financial year, and the total number of students that have benefited from the second attempt subsidy, and thirdly, for the upcoming financial year, how many students that will now be off the subsidy, given the new budgetary measure, not to subsidize anymore the second attempts?
I will circulate the info and also provide you further information regarding SRM kids as well.
Yes, Honourable Apollo.
Yes, 22,900.903 awareness campaign cyberbullying. Can the Minister provide details? You can table the details.
I will.
Page 465.
Yes.
465, yes.
I ask the Minister, with regards to the capital expenditure for item 31,112, the construction and extensions of schools and the upgrading of schools. Will the Honourable Minister be able to provide details to the House, circulate the list?
I will circulate the list.
Page 466, 467. No. 467?
Yes. Human resources. May I ask the Minister, there is a reduction of over 100 staff in his ministry in various positions, but worryingly that of educator. So may I know from the Minister how is this going to, why is there such a reduction, and what he intends to do?
Funds have not been provided for 64 posts due to financial constraints, bad governance of MSM. So our kids are going, but rest assured we are going to manage it.
Coupe la paye advisor.
The question is that the sum of 11,803,000,000 rupees for program code 2004, secondary education is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 617 million rupees for program code 2205, technical and vocational education and training, is still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Page 468. 469. You have one?
May I ask the Honourable Minister, with regards to the Institute, Mauritius Institute of Training and Development, the program 2205, it is the heading, with regards to the full-time pass rate of TVET. Can we know from the Honourable Minister, there is a considerable increase being given for the MITD. So, there's more than 15 million rupees being given. How much of these are going to go into actually improving the success rate, which is still rather low?
I thought you would ask the question differently, but let me inform the House. The increase is due principally to waive examination fees for full-time students. We are waiving the fees for full-time students. This is the reason why there is this increase.
Page 469.
But may I know, out of the budget of the MITD, how much sums have been earmarked in actually improving the success rate, the quality of education, which I repeat is still quite low?
It is not under one item, it is under capacity building. A series of actions are taken in order to improve the quality. Yes.
Page 469. The question is that the sum of 617 million rupees for program code 2205, technical and vocational education and training, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 562 million rupees for program code 2206, special education needs, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Page 470.
Yes. Chair, may I ask the Honourable Minister, the program 2206 head, Regulation of Special Education Sector, the Special Education Needs Authority. We see that there is a targeted increase of, a substantial targeted increase, in fact, planned over the next 3 years. May I ask the Minister? Yes, it's a good thing. But may I ask the Minister, out of the investigation carried out for the last financial year, I want to know how many have resulted in actions being taken, legal actions, as well as if there has been any revocation of licenses of these specialized schools, private specialized schools.
I will circulate that information.
Thank you. 471, Honourable François.
Yes, Chair. Thank you. I refer to item number 26313.149, Special Education Needs Authority, SENA, Part B, grant in aid for St. schools run by RCA. May we know from the Honourable Minister whether, from the provision of the 32.2 million rupees for this financial year, any additional payment has been effected to RCA Rodrigues following their request for budgetary flexibility to pay, I think, around 7 carers recruited for an effective support there.
This provision has been made for the reallocation from the Poverty Reduction Fund to the Ministry's vote item, and definitely I will check for Rodrigues and circulate that information.
Thank you. 472.
On the same program, the same program, may I ask the Minister, out of these cases of the special education needs school, is the Minister aware whether there has been any cases of resulting in injury or in cases of physical abuse, can he enlighten the House, provide this information to the House?
Honourable member, rest assured, wherever these are our kids, whatever be there any issue, we, the ministry, is taking care of that. The number, I will table it.
Okay, one last question, Honourable Member.
Yes, can I please ask the Honourable Minister on the same item in the same page, how the funds will be available to the NGOs? Some details on that, please.
I will definitely circulate that.
Page 472. The question is that the sum of 562 million rupees for program code 2206, special education needs, still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The question is that the sum of 863 million rupees for program code 2207, human resources development, still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Page 473, 474, 475, 75. Yes, stand up. Sure. Can the honourable? Yes, ready, my friend.
Can the Honourable Minister, at 28212, provide the House, that is under the various scholarship programs that have been awarded to beneficiaries. There are a list of them, Honourable Minister, you will see. SSR Rambulam National Scholarship, Postgraduate Scholarship Scheme, State, you will see the list. May we have, can the Honourable Minister provide us with the number of beneficiaries that have been awarded scholarship and the amount awarded to them, if you could provide the House with this information for the last financial year?
Yes. At the outset, I can tell you 481, but I better table it. You have all the information.
Yes.
The Honourable Minister informed the House under the same item with regard to postgraduate schemes for laureates. Why is there a decrease of almost 14 million?
Honourable Minister.
Again, I'll table it, the information, because I have for various...
The question is that the sum of 863 million rupees for program code 2207, human resource development, is still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Honourable members, we will move now, suspend for 1 hour.